Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Gig-Olos and Gigolettes. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alrighty. I'm back once again. The man, the myth, and the machine, and the captain of the 3K club. Managed to hit 3K 3 weeks out of 4 last month, the shortest month of the year, and my total earnings for that month were, where did my notepad go? $12,212.16. First week of February, right around 3,090. Like I said, I don't usually add the change for my earnings. Second week was around 25 something, like 25.50 or something. Third week was the best week, 35.18 in 7 days. So I averaged $500 a day that week. That was insane. And then last week I just barely made it. It was something like $3,004. Wasn't planning on last week being a 3K week. My plan originally was to get to, I wanted my total earnings to be 11,000 last week, or, at the end of the month, but I had a very good start to the week. Going into Thursday, I was already at $1,300, and then, got pretty lucky with some Lyft, making some pretty consistent earnings on Lyft in the mornings when I was running it. And the weekend, Saturday I got lucky with a 4-hour moving job on top of other jobs, so that led to a like $440 day. And then Sunday, got hooked up with a side job on top of another moving job, and I ran Lyft in the morning. So yesterday was and the first moving job I had was 2 hours. So made a little over 500 yesterday, so managed to lock it up. I guess I'll talk about the car now. Okay, so the third Saturday of February, I was driving. I was gonna do, it was like 7:15 in the morning. It's on the highway. It's on the phone with Spicy. Everything's going normal, and then all of a sudden I'm doing about 60 on the highway, and then I got a notification on my car that says engine power reduced, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I literally can't step on the gas because there's no power. I'm not, my car will not allow me to drive it. I pull over, Illinois State Police shows up, and they're like, everything okay? I'm like, yeah, my car won't start. They get me towed to the nearest exit. I called 10 tow truck companies. All of them either didn't have tow trucks available, or they said they didn't service my area. Finally got one, got it towed back to GMC. They hooked up the loaner. Monday afternoon, they call me and tell me that I had an oil leak, and that led to the rear gasket blowing out. And the minimum for repairs, I could either pay $5,600 in repairs or get a new engine. And the minimum repairs would be $5,600. The new engine would be about $10,000. And the shitty thing is, I had enough money in my bank account that month because I was working so much. I was going to pay off my car last month. And I'm like, great, I'm going to pay off the car. Everything will be all good. And then had to trade it in, unfortunately. Got nothing for it because it's got a blown out engine, which breaks my heart because I fucking love that car. And then, I traded in for this GMC Acadia. It's a 21. I know a lot of you are going to be like, what the fuck, man, a brand new car? I already know, yeah. But keep in mind, the car, while it will be used for rideshare, the money I generate now is not purely from rideshare. And on this car, I opted in for an unlimited warranty. So for, is it 60 months or 72 months? I got a 0 APR loan on this car, so it's no interest, which is the first time in my life I've ever had that. And unlimited warranty for 72 months. So if I get this thing to $250,000 miles in 5 years, like I did with my Terrain, which is not going to happen. I mean, it might. 50,000 miles a year? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'll probably be driving 40, but whatever happens between now and 6 years from now, any kind of repairs that aren't, routine maintenance will be 100% covered with no deductible. So if the engine blows, the transmission blows, if I need, the stuff I got to cover is the stuff you guys have to cover. Belts, fluids, brakes, tires, all that is me. Everything else is them. So I'm essentially it sucks that I have another car payment now, but here's the crazy thing is with my Terrain, if you include the minimum payment and the repairs, because I was averaging about $4,000 a year in repairs on that car, so they came out to about $350 a month on average. Even though I wouldn't be paying that much per month, but I'd have a repair bill in November or whatever. I have a repair bill in February, then I have another repair bill in May, and then another one in July. So all that, now it's like it averages down to I'll be spending a few $100s a year in maintenance on average now compared to before. So I am essentially saving money now, right? So it's not a bunch of money, and like I said, it sucks that I have another car payment. But I'm looking at my finances now, and yeah, this is nothing that I'm not used to paying. It sucks that I have a payment again, but yeah, life happens, right? I was torn between this and getting a pickup truck, but I'm like, man, I could still probably pick up a used pickup truck if I need one in a few months. My credit is outstanding. Don't have a history of missing payments or anything like that, so yeah. All right, back to earnings. So total for TaskRabbit was, and I'm gonna have the screenshot to prove all this, $11,357.31. Turo, while this was not my car, it was my girlfriend's car, but she said go ahead and take this one, because she owed me a little bit of money anyway. Turo was $181.76. The first week of February on Lyft, I made $73.59. The last week, $476.50. I did a side job yesterday that Spicy hooked it up with. It was a company that was moving warehouse spaces, and they needed help, so I made $215 off of that. Cash, $245. Now I gotta take off a little bit of money from the total, because those are earnings I split with other taskers when I brought them along. So Spicy was $212 and KC was $125, for a grand total of $12,212.16. I know many of you are gonna be like, cash doesn't count, side job doesn't count. Even if it doesn't count, I still made even if your own expert opinion, those earnings don't count, I still made 11,700 something. Sorry. So everything else is reflected on app. So yeah, I mean, like how I did it is how I explained in my first 3K week video. A majority of my jobs last month was snow removals on TaskRabbit. And if you guys paid attention to that video, which I hope you did, because I gave lots of good info on that one, for that category on TaskRabbit, literally requires no client interaction, right? So I dug out, in the last 5 weeks I've been doing snow removal on TaskRabbit, I probably dug out 40 or 50 cars. done a bunch of sidewalks, and people said the garages were snowed in, so clearing snow from the garage. And like I said, with that, if you communicate with your client on TaskRabbit and you get all the details, like, okay, that's where it is. With cars, I would, if anyone sent me a thing about their car, I'd be like, just tell me where it is, where it's parked, what kind of car it is. I'll get it done. Some of these days I was able to knock out 2 or 3 cars from 5 a.m. to 8, and that did not affect the rest of my bookings I had actually booked that day. And the other thing I said in that video about the 3K week, about how I made that much money, was there was two essential things required to make that much money in a week doing snow removals. The first one was overbooking yourself. So, and I showed you guys how to do that. If you get a job, if you're available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the app, and then you get a snow removal job at 8 a.m., you could still overbook yourself. You could still mark yourself as available over that slot, as long as you make sure you knock out that job early. So that was the key to knocking out, on some busier days, 9, 10, 11 snow removals in one day. And the other key was, like I said, since snow removals don't generally require client interaction, especially when you're digging on cars or just clearing off sidewalks, the other key to making that much money was, let's say it was Monday morning, or let's say it was Monday afternoon, and I polished off 6 or 7 jobs before noon. I had 2 or 3 jobs booked for Tuesday. If I could knock out 1, 2, or all of them, then that reset my availability for that day, so that window was totally open for me to line up more jobs. On many occasions, and I'm talking maybe 10, if I was booked for a Thursday, I had that job done on a Tuesday, right? And that led to good ratings, good reviews, good tips, because people are so thankful. Like the last one I did where I made the video live where I dug out that BMW, that job was booked for Thursday morning. I got it done on I managed to get that one done on a Wednesday, or that was booked for like Thursday afternoon. I got it done a full day in advance. Some of these jobs I literally knocked out 2 days early. So that was, like I said, these numbers that I'm showing here are not typical, because they will not be possible. Like please do not overbook yourself if you're doing moving jobs. Do not overbook yourself if you're doing furniture assembly jobs. Do not overbook yourself if you're doing anything, right? I'm telling you guys right now, from someone who did it, do not overbook unless it is snow removal. Because if you overbook yourself doing any other category, you're going to have jobs that run long, and then next thing you know, you're like, it's 5 p.m. and you still got 3 bookings for the day, and you're late as fuck, and these people are moving their entire apartment. Don't overbook yourself unless you're doing snow removals and you're confident you can do it. Another thing that negatively impacted me, not quite negatively impacted my earnings, was I was still getting moving jobs, heavy lifting jobs, delivery jobs, furniture assembly jobs, and I didn't want to do them. I just wanted to do snow removal last month. So I kept on getting these offers, and I kept on turning them down, which negatively impacted my metrics. So I almost lost my elite badge for this month. Thankfully, Spicy had a good idea. He's like, why don't you just bump your rates on everything so high that you can't get hired? I'm like, that's a good idea. So going towards the last week of the month, I bumped all of my rates: moving, heavy lifting, furniture removal, furniture assembly. I bumped up my moving rates to like $85 and actually got 2 bookings. And furniture assembly I bumped to like 70. And I think even for delivery I bumped to 60, that's usually around like 34, 35 for me. So, because I did not want to keep getting these jobs and then having to turn them down. So yeah, go stupid, learn to drive. Oh shit, this funeral. Hey guys. So yeah, just the way I explained in the first video of how I made 3K, that's how I managed to line up the entire month like that. I would have made the second week of the month, like I said, I made 25 something. That would have been close to 3K, but I had like a kind of half day on Friday and Saturday. So that's what kind of led to lower earnings that week. The third week of the month was absolutely insane. Absolutely fucking that week I was at 2K by the end of Thursday. Yeah, just so my daily average for last month was $436 a day, and still managed to, I mean, essentially I maintained a $3,000 per week average, well, $3,050 per week average for February, and that is the shortest week of the month. Or shortest month of the year. Sorry. Fuck, I'm all fucked up. Managed to fucking just stay consistent all month long. And yeah, I mean, I had it was tough. I did not take a single day off the entire month of February. I was really, really, really tired I was tired all month, but I was really feeling it the last 2-3 days of the month. Like I took all of today off, I'm taking all of tomorrow off, and me and the girlfriend are gonna take a couple days off, probably in a few weeks, to celebrate her birthday. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was really cranking away because I really wanted to get my car paid off this month, only to get into another car because my car broke down, which fucking sucks. But like I said, I've got a new plan going forward. I was looking at the averages, and to make $7,000 a month now, I need to start taking days off. I'm getting older. My body's feeling it. And I need to make more time for other things. I think $7,000 a month was something like an average of $270 something a day. I'm thinking to myself, like, that's literally, like, I could do half of that running Lyft in the mornings, and then I just have to worry about getting booked 1 or 2 more, getting 2 hours of bookings on TaskRabbit, and those aren't always going to be there. I can't predict the future. I can't be like, oh, I'm for sure going to get at least 2 hours a day on TaskRabbit every single day for the rest of the year. No, I can't do that. But some of the pros out there, they mentioned that moving season starts in March. So I might be able to line up, 2-3 hours a day. I can, without killing myself, making $250-$300 a day. And that's plenty. When the demand is out there, when it's crazy, I will work. When I'm just trying to make my money and not kill myself, I'll just make my $1,750 a week. When it's a crazy week, I'll set my goals a little bit higher. But my goal now going forward is $7K a month in 26 days. And yeah, just I'm pretty proud of what I did last month. There probably is not a very long list of gig workers in the country that have managed to make 12K in a month, especially in the shortest month of the year. And I mean, if there are, I got a feeling the taskers at NYC, New York City, probably pull this month much, but they're charging pretty outstanding rates. And if they can get it, awesome. I think taskers in New York, yeah, they're definitely cracking 6 figures just off TaskRabbit, because they're very busy. It's a huge city. There's lots of stuff going on. So right, I missed my turn. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. I want to thank y'all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay healthy, stay classy. And I'll talk to you next time.